This is your fucking moment. You only get one moment in life.
My throat's sore, I've had a sore throat for a month and a half, and this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
I don't give a fuck.
Your language is offensive.
Fuck you. It's called mind fucking. You ever been mind fucked before?
Hiding your valuables in your anus.
Oh my God! Why does this keep happening to me?
Broadcasting live from the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio in downtown Cleveland.
This is the funnest night ever!
And the nipples. I'll take 2.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some bluff.
What the fuck's going on? Leave it alone.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Oh, yeah, this is for Dave in the green room. Here you go. Hold on, they're coming. Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, that was a wet one. Yep. One more. Oh, no more.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness, it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know, oh, it's changing.
Just got a text message from my intern saying, guess what? I'm at the Foundry. Good for you.
Where's the Foundry?
It's in Lakewood. Somewhere in Lakewood. I think it's that old hi-fi club.
Wait, I thought that was a restaurant.
No, it's the Greek thing that used to be there. Yeah, or something. What was it? What was it, anyways? Was it a...
I don't know. I ate there once when I went across the street during our show, remember?
Was it like a Lebanese restaurant or something like that?
No, it wasn't Lebanese. It was some sort of foreign place.
Oh.
French, I think. It was French, I think.
Oui!
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded.
Sorry, the font's too small for you.
Yeah, I need glasses.
Oh,
you have to read this one.
Okay, cool.
All these memories.
I can't read this either. Josh, can you read that?
That's a negative.
Okay.
Now only broken chains are all that I found.
I know the gist of the story, so I don't have to read it. So I also listened to the news report about it, so I think we're good. I can handle that one.
It's killing me. Now I feel like you got the best of me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you. We're live.
It doesn't matter where I go.
Like the band, live?
No, not that. No.
Sleep without you here. I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel.
Today's our intern's last day. Cherie, she's in the green room right now. Her last day at MSC Radio Network. I'm sad.
I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings.
Maybe she'll become a weather girl or something. I don't know. Or I might hear her voice over a county fair or something. She wants to do traffic, I think. Is that right, Cherie? Okay.
I'm trying to get somebody from Channel 3 in here that does traffic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, Cherie. Maybe you should stick around a little longer. She's like, hell no, I'm out of here.
That John Cola girl, what's her name? John Cola? Ashley John Cola?
Yeah, she does the traffic.
Yeah, I'm trying. She has to okay it with her managers in order to come on here, but she would like to.
She's hot.
Maybe she can come back for that show.
Yeah, if she doesn't have her weather traffic gig where she's going. Right, Cherie? Oh, okay. No, it's not. It's the same thing. Usually the guy that's up in the sky gives the weather and traffic. Yeah, there's an accident on I-480, and the weather is 72 degrees. Shut up. Don't think you're going to get off easy just because today's your last day. Oh, that type of traffic. Oh, okay. I have no idea what she's talking about. I still love her like a sister, though. You know, she's one of the best interns I had in a long time. The rest of them are like stooges. Pretty much. Is that about right, Cherie? Pretty much. Okay. All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there. Ron's in there. We have comedian Josh Womack in studio right now. We're going to talk to him for a little bit, find out what's going on with him. Find out why he got into the comedy world and some of his shows the upcoming shows that he might be doing, and the birthday bash September 7th over at the Foundry. We have Morality Check, Demons Within, Cara Diaz. Tickets are $5 at the door. Doors open up at 8. Show starts at 9. Get there early because there's no parking in Lakewood at all. Mm-mm. So if you wait till like the last minute, you'll probably be parking down clear on like Bunce Avenue or something.
Yeah, if you park at Walgreens, they will tell you.
Yeah. And don't park at Walgreens and don't park at that discount drug mart because they'll tell you there too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You can park at that NTB only after they've closed.
I wouldn't even do that neither. That's false information right there because they will tell you from there too.
They changed it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's
Arby's, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, don't park in any of those either.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's street parking, so you have to park on the street.
Basically walk to this place if you can. That's what I'm actually going to do because I live 4 blocks over.
Yeah, if you live in Lakewood, your best bet is to walk or take public transportation. Then you can get
carpool.
Yeah, or that too. I don't know, shuttle bus or something.
I'm just going to teleport.
How are you going to teleport? You have magical powers?
Yeah.
How is that happening? I don't either, dude.
I'm just anticipating the scariest gig of my life. So I'm excited for this.
Borrowing Billy Morris's teleport machine.
Does he have one of those?
Sure. Why not? He's Billy Morris.
He was his 15 Minutes in Fame and Warrant. Yeah, he was the guitarist for that band.
3 years.
That was after the Cherry Pie success.
Right. Yes, you're right.
After Uncle Tom's Cabin and I Saw Red and all that good stuff.
When they fell apart.
True.
That's when he walked in.
I don't really think they fell apart.
Well, look at Janie Lane.
Yeah.
Gone.
Well.
Yeah.
He's still a hell of a songwriter.
Yeah, true. But yeah, look what happened to him. They found him dead in a cesspool of his own drugs.
Well, that's why God gave us
There was
Bret
no
Michaels.
drugs involved.
Or whatever.
There's alcohol poisoning.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In a pool of his Jack Daniels. All right?
That happens.
Right. That happens on a Friday night with me sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I know when to stop. I'm not going to turn around and kill myself. apparently that's what he did. He had nothing more left to live, I guess, and decided he wanted to kill himself and off himself.
We're off to an optimistic start here on Friday night.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, the birthday bash, September 7th. Be there.
Great lineup.
Yeah, Cara Diaz, Morality Check, and Demons Within. You have to check the show out.
Are these Christian groups?
They might be. Morality Check might be. They might be. No, they're not. No, Demons, no.
Okay, well, I just became an ordained minister online, so I only do
Hey, congratulations.
Christian
I am too.
gigs. Are you really?
Yeah, I am too.
Where'd you go? UniversalLifeChurchMonastery.org?
No, I went to Mormons.something.org or something like that, and I got my certificate. I actually have the paperwork and everything and my card in my wallet.
Oh, okay. Have you done a wedding?
Not yet.
Okay, I did my first one about 3 weeks ago.
I could do Jewish weddings. I could do Christian weddings, Mormon weddings, and some other crazy whatever it is.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the Universal Life Church Monastery. All the different denominations are on the letterhead at the bottom. So I guess you're qualified to do all of them.
Exactly. So I have to learn all these different languages if I have to. If I'm doing a Jewish wedding, if they want it in, in their language or whatever, I have to learn all that stuff. So basically, I think you just gotta one of them kind of deals, and you'll be fine.
You'll get there.
Right.
You'll learn it. You'll learn it soon enough.
Right. So. No, I haven't done any weddings yet, but Cherie, our intern, said that once she gets married, she wants me to do it.
Oh, that was nice of her to ask you to do that.
Right, so I'm going to marry Cherie once she finds the love of her life or whatever. Is that right, Cherie? Yeah, but I don't think right now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's not going to happen?
That's a long-term goal. That's a long-term gool.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can make that happen soon. Maybe in the next 15 minutes. Ron, you want to marry Cherie?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Cherie, let me ask you this. Have you met any nice guys on East 40th here? No?
I'm surprised.
Yeah. This is a perfectly safe hangout after dark.
Right.
At 9 o'clock
I agree.
on a Friday.
I agree.
Yeah, Billy poops naked. I walk around naked here.
Okay. All right, cool. What the hell was that? Was that me? I guess.
Sound like a duck.
Sound like a duck, really. All right, we got some news that we're going to do real quick. What do you got over there, Ron? Anything good?
Got a ton of crap.
All right.
Well, we got this.
Real quick, according to our intern at the Foundry right now, the place is packed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Who's playing?
It's a Unite CLE thing that's going on over there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I drove by there on the way here. It did look crowded.
Good. So he should have a good time passing out flyers.
Good.
Yeah.
We got a porn actor, Mr. Marcus.
Yeah.
He's basically he has syphilis.
Okay.
Outbreak, and he was tested positive in the doctor's office, but he altered his
test
results somehow, and he's contracting it to other porn stars.
Awesome.
Out there. Basically, he said that the doctor had told him that it's only a 10-day. It stays with you for 10 days, and he had been on the penicillin. Well, technically he hadn't really done it, but he just altered it.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess after 10 days, it doesn't really contract after 10 days.
Okay. So he's been on the penicillin for 10 days.
No, he wasn't on it for 10 days.
Okay.
The doctor told him that being on penicillin for 10 days would cover it up, but he didn't want to wait 10 days.
Okay.
What do you take, Zicam for that?
Something. Yeah, squirt the stuff up
Doesn't
your
really
nose.
say in here what he took.
Yeah.
But I know something like that. I know somebody that had a similar thing like that. It was just like 2 little blue pills. It was like $80 for those 2 pills, and it kills everything in your body. Like any.
Even the good stuff?
Yeah, if that's the case, then why don't they come up with a pill for AIDS already? You know? One little blue pill or something, They did it in the Matrix, and it worked for...
Yeah.
What's his name? What is his name? Keanu Reeves? Yeah, so...
Keanu Reeves can cure AIDS?
I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
That sounds like a second grader's report, a pill to kill AIDS. Like, that sounds like an 8-year-old's vision, who's just way too optimistic.
Right, exactly.
Where life hasn't defeated them yet.
David Copperfield's got AIDS.
Is that true?
Yeah, he's been doing magic for years.
Dump.
Man.
Sorry.
That's a bad joke.
He'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal.
Yeah.
That's a bad joke. Leave it to the professionals.
Well, we're on the AIDS kick. Come on.
That sucks.
I'm pretty sure the 3 people I had tuning into the show just tuned out.
Right, exactly.
All right.
There's
one of them, my mother.
One of them's gone.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well, moving on here. Okay, the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
All right. they're in their preseason games, like the Cleveland Browns are actually playing tonight.
They're playing
Cleveland.
right now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's some woman over there in Dallas who is suing Jerry Jones, the owner, because she severely burned her buttocks.
So she was sitting down and she burned her ass on the seat.
Yeah, the black marble bench was in direct sunlight on a hot August afternoon before the Cowboys scrimmage game.
Okay.
And apparently the lawsuit claims that she was hospitalized and went under skin grafts.
Well, here's the thing, lady. You're not going to get anything from this because due to the fact is that any normal sane person before they sit down, what do you normally do when you know it's like, sun beating down on something? What do you usually touch it, right? Make sure if it's extremely hot or something like that. And if it is extremely hot, what do? You're
like, fuck.
Right, exactly. So she sat there for like a period of time until her ass caught on fire, basically. And now she had to undergo skin grafts and everything. So she's not going to get anything from it.
Well, her case is based on the fact that she said there are no warning signs stating that the seats could be hot.
Oh, you're still not going to get anything.
That's where she's trying to base her case on.
She's trying to get a free meal ticket, and she figures, well, let's go after the Dallas Cowboys because they got money and they're the NFL, so I'll get the money.
Yeah, if I were Jerry Jones, I just would pay her some money just to shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Here's some free tickets and have a nice day or something. Get her comp her some
tickets.
Yeah, here's a signed helmet.
Have $5 off a hot dog.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, here's a signed helmet, and then she can go put that thing on
free
eBay.
Parking.
Right, free parking or something like that. Or I'll get you a seat with an umbrella.
Well, maybe they'll put her birthday on like the Jumbotron.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And their Jumbotron is 40 yards long, so that's a lot of people would see it. So that's actually probably a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I would. That's like advertisement. I mean, or maybe if she owns a small little business or something like that.
Yeah, like a mom and pa.
Well, they could just put her picture on the Jumbotron and say, "Don't be a dumb bitch like this girl."
Or they could put her ass on the Jumbotron and say, "Look what happens when you sit down on a hot slate, and this is what happens to you. Always check your seat before you sit down, you dumb bitch."
Yep.
What would you do if Jerry Jones actually started this lady in front of Tony Romo? That would actually be something right there.
It would be. Right. I mean, it's insane that, there's a lawsuit going on with this. I mean, because she's not going to get anywhere. The judge is going to throw this out. It's like, look, that's Mother Nature shining down on an open-aired stadium. Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do. They can't control Mother Nature. What are they going to do? Go over there with a fire hose and cool down the seats with water before every game or whatever?
Well, things are too hot these days. Remember the McDonald's coffee? That was too hot.
Right, exactly. Well, she did get money from that.
That's true.
That's true.
I wish it said like the race of the person. Not that it really matters, but I'm just saying. I'm just curious.
What's that?
It doesn't say like the race of the person.
Oh, does it matter?
No,
it doesn't matter at all.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, because regardless of the fact
because it's in Texas. I don't know if it's a Mexican because there's Mexicans all over Texas.
True.
No, and I used to live in Texas, and they complain about all the stupidest crap.
Right.
That's what I was looking. It doesn't really.
Just put it this way: it's a dumb bitch.
That's why you moved up to the blissful weather of Ohio.
In a racist way, I'm just saying most Mexicans they try to get every little thing.
Right. Yeah. Even a free stay here on our dime too. So.
Yeah.
If they get lucky enough to jump the fence and get across, they get a free meal ticket, pretty much. Though, have you ever been to Arizona at all?
Grand Canyon.
I never been there.
Yeah.
I never been there though, but I've seen pictures. They have this area. I guess it's like a trail for illegal aliens that come across the border, and this whole thing is full of nothing but like baby diapers and backpacks and clothing and water bottles and everything you can possibly think of to smuggle across so they can get across to the United States border. It's going to take Arizona, that area, that section. It's like maybe a 4-mile stretch of land where all this debris is. It's going to cost them $250,000 to clean this up because of all the trash that's in there and all the manpower it's going to take for them to get in there with bulldozers and backhoes and all this stuff to clear all this stuff out. I just bury it and be done with it.
It's like Arizona's version of the towpath, like we have.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, I mean, I can imagine what it's like in Texas where they have the border and everybody trying to come across. I mean,
Right.
you've seen those shows on TV, like that border crossing show that's on Discovery Channel, and those guys are sitting there and they have like pounds of marijuana in the back of their truck or back of the car. They get across, and the cops catch them or whatever. They turn around, they head for the lake, the swim across or whatever. And they crash the whole entire car, and then they just get out and go across the river so they don't get caught. And then there's boaters that come across from the border, and they have pounds of marijuana or whatever the case may be in there. They either sink the boat or they try to get it across, and it's just insane, though. I mean, just trying to smuggle drugs across the border, and they think that they're not being watched. I mean, there's thousands of cameras on the border where these border patrol officers are sitting in this cozy little room saying, "Yep, we got one in Sector 12. Go get them." You know, so they're going to catch you regardless. So I mean, you might get lucky every now and again and get something across, but not all the time you're going to get something there.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So, all right, what else we got, Ron?
Well, this one's actually.
Got any good news?
Kind of
Got any
funny.
good news?
No.
Could use some good news right now.
This one's actually kind of funny. It's
Okay.
There was an elderly woman. She 70 something.
Yeah, she's like 76.
Yeah, basically she's doing her grocery shopping. She comes out of the store and she sees several men around her vehicle. And she drops her bags. She pulls out a gun. She's like, "Hey, get away from my vehicle!"
All right.
And these guys don't think twice. They're like, "Oh,
I'm out of here."
She's got a
Right.
gun. I'm out of here. So.
Picture Estelle Getty with a Glock.
Well, it says in here she proceeded to scream at the top of her lungs, "I have a gun.
I know how to use
and
it.
I know how to use it. Get out of my car."
Mm-hmm.
And well, again, the four men didn't wait for a second threat. They're like, "I'm fucking out of here." So she's all shaken up and she's walking over to her car and she's trying to get the keys in the thing, and she looks over and she sees a football, a frisbee, and a 12-pack of beer in the front seat. She's like,
She's already in the car, though.
"Shit, this isn't my car. There's my car over there."
So she basically robbed these guys of their car because she mistakenly thought it was her car.
That's too bad.
Right.
So then
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for this lady.
she gets in her car and she drives to the police station and explains her mistake, and she's arrested.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Right. She gets arrested, but no charges were filed against her, though.
Yeah.
On a lighter note.
I wish you guys could see this picture right here.
Right.
It's great. It's from like Stop or My Mom Will
You
Shoot.
can go put it in front of the camera right
Here,
there.
let me see.
There you go.
Here, let's see if I can do it from here. Yeah, they can see it from there.
Not really.
Look at that. Crystal clear.
Well, not that clear. But
Clear enough.
Yeah, you can see it, though. She's grandma packing a, looks like a, wow, it looks like
What was
a
that?
357 Magnum there.
What was that movie with that old lady and then like was Sylvester Stallone or
Stop or
something?
My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that lady reminds me of.
That's probably
That's
what it
Estelle
is.
Getty.
Yeah.
Estelle Getty and Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
Right, exactly.
From the Golden Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just imagine Estelle Getty with a 357 Magnum. And
I can't tell you how many dreams
Right.
I've had that have started with Estelle Getty and a 357 Magnum.
and a handbag.
It ends with B. Arthur and a rifle. I can tell you that much.
That's funny.
Is B. Arthur really a man?
Yeah, sometimes I wonder because when you guys you ever watch that show, Golden Girls?
I watch
at all?
reruns, yeah.
Yeah, I watch it every now and
I
again
used to
when
see
it's
it
on.
when it was on.
Right. I there's a Lifetime channel or Hallmark or something plays it or whatever, and I'm flipping through the channels and I'll stop, and I like some of the little puns she does, Estelle Getty or whatever, and I'll sit there and watch it, and then I'll get interested in it and I'll watch the whole entire episode, and yeah, some of them are kind of funny, and then I find myself, why am I watching this? You know?
Isn't it funny that Betty White's laughing all the way to the bank out of the four of those?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's collecting the royalties from all of them now.
Hot in Cleveland show. That's actually pretty decent.
How many STDs do you think Blanche contracted during that show? Because she was the one who always slept around, if you remember.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Probably thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched one of those Comedy Central roasts. I forget who it was. Maybe Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, they had one of
And
Pam.
B. Arthur was what she was on there. She was pretty. I was like, wow, she's kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she
yeah.
is. Yeah. She does. She
Maybe it
also
was Bob Saget. I think it was that one.
it
where
might
she
have
was
been.
on.
Okay.
She also did her own comedy routine before.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, and if you go on YouTube and just do a Google
It's
search,
from the
you'll find
70s.
it. Yeah, from the
Yeah.
70s, and she was raunchy back then.
Yeah.
I mean, she was really dirty. And then she got this gig with Golden Girls, and she's been doing that ever since. And then They quit that, and she was on hiatus for a little while, and then she did a Hot in Cleveland thing. And yeah, you're right. She's laughing to the bank right now.
Yeah, she just turned 90.
Right.
You know who I'd like to see fuck, I'm drawing a blank now. Bill Cosby. I'd like to see him like fucking raunchy, you know? He's real
his stand-up act back in the early days was kind of it wasn't raunchy, but it was
he's clean.
It was kind of like racy, you know what I'm saying?
But he wouldn't say fuck or shit or nothing like that. I'd like to see him say motherfucker.
Right. My Jello pudding pop, motherfucker.
No, they fucking put vodka in my fucking Jello.
Right, or something like that.
Kids today, you know.
I would be so disappointed if I went to see Cosby and that's what he
No,
started
it's just
doing.
funny to see him pissed off.
Right. Well, you see him pissed off, but he's not to the point where he's
more disappointed.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. He's disappointed that Theo didn't move out as quickly as he wanted him to.
Right. And his the whole entire time he's worrying about if his 3 daughters are going to get knocked up. So
the one left the show.
Because
Simone.
Yeah, because she was knocked up from real life.
Yeah.
Right.
And what multicolored sweater he was going to buy next.
Right.
She married Lenny Kravitz.
Did she?
Yeah.
Wow. She's still with him?
I don't think she's still with him though.
Divorce.
Lisa Bonet.
It's on the rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Katie Holmes just got divorced.
Well, who was that one? Simone or what
Raven Simone.
She's she allegedly she's gay. That's what they were saying.
From It's So Raven on the Disney Channel?
Yeah, they're saying that she's gay.
Really?
And she also came out and said she was too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was just like a story to throw out there on Twitter or something like that. Because celebrities just throw something on Twitter just to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true it is though. But I was reading something about her being gay. So I'm not quite sure if she is or isn't though.
We got to do a little homework on that.
Yeah,
one,
I will.
guys.
Yeah.
That's next show.
Right. What else we got over there before we go to break?
Speaking of old people,
okay,
we have Harriet, a 72-year-old woman. She was shopping at the Big Lots.
Oh, one of my favorite stores. Keep going.
I've never shopped there.
That's an awesome place, dude.
You're missing out.
It's awesome,
I
dude.
found Five Below. I love that place.
Oh, that place sucks.
No way. Five Below is awesome.
No, it's cheaply made crap in there.
I could walk out of there with a bunch of shit.
I know you can.
Okay, anyway,
go on.
back to the story here. A woman bumped into her, grabbed her checkbook, and fled.
Okay.
So she's like, what the fuck? So anyway, she's on her way to the police department to report this. She stops to ask for directions, and this guy grabs her purse. So she gets robbed twice on the way to the police department.
Oh, man. That's not a good Saturday.
So she's upset because she had to cancel her bank cards, and it's uncertain of how much money was stolen at this time. But she's also...
I hope she hasn't given up on Big Lots.
She's also fearful of leaving her house now because it happened twice in a 35-minute time span.
Can she buy stuff online, or is she old? She doesn't really know how to kind of process technology.
She's 72. She probably doesn't even know how to log in.
That's old to learn a new skill set.
But here's the problem. Her dumbass should have never stopped in the first place, especially if she knew.
She didn't know where the police station was. She was asking directions.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You don't stop and pull someone off the side of the road and say, or off the street and say, hey, by the way, do you know where the police station is or whatever? You go to a very lit gas station, walk in, ask the clerk where the police station is, and then you proceed to the police station. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's out there.
This was in the middle of the day.
Yeah, at night, during the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
people carjack everybody. They'll carjack you day or night. It doesn't matter.
This was at 10:30 a.m.
It could be Big Lots. It could be Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It could be Gabriel Brothers. It could be any of those places.
It could be anywhere. It doesn't matter where it's at. So you're better
just because you go to Target doesn't mean you're in the clear.
Well, yeah, exactly. Pull over to the side somewhere and go to like inside of a gas station or inside of a place where it's a bunch of people there and ask them where the police station is. Don't pull off to the side of the road and say, hey, pardon me, do you know where the police station is? And then you get your shit robbed again. Mm-hmm. It's like deja vu. What's that movie? There was a movie where...
Groundhog's Day?
Yeah, something like that. But
there was Bill Murray?
Yeah. Where the day keeps continuing over and over again.
Groundhog's Day.
Could you imagine her on her way just trying to get to the police station, how many times she probably could have got robbed if she kept stopping? Her day would never end.
Yeah.
So go to a place that's well lit.
Well, it's kind of 51st Dates was like that, too.
Yeah, that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one, too.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, kind of dumb on her part for stopping, But I feel sorry for her. Kind of shitty that she got robbed twice. So
yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk to comedian Josh Womack and find out what's going on with him. Also, the Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash is over at the Foundry this year, September 7th. Tickets are $5, and doors open up at 8. Show starts at 9. I just got a text message from our intern saying, I'm going to quote him because I want to be precise here. His exact words out of his mouth was, "It's a decent-sized crowd here, but everyone's being a dick. LOL."
Did you have to pay to get in?
No, he's outside passing out flyers.
Okay.
What's the intern's name?
His name is same as mine, Chris.
Chris, tell Chris that I want Chris to tell Billy Morris that I want to sing lead vocals on Cherry Pie while Billy Morris does the guitar part, and that will be a bucket list item of mine that I'd like to accomplish.
Well, you can
September
do that
7th.
you can do that on Wednesdays when they have heavy metal karaoke.
When they have heavy metal karaoke.
Yeah, Billy plays.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, just go up and request it.
I will.
Yeah,
and let me know when you're going to do it so I can tape it.
Okay.
I'll come up with a video camera and tape it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
And then we'll throw it on the show.
Swing it to the drums, swing it to guitar, swing it to the bass in the back of my car. That's Cherry Pie right there.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
And then you can swing the mic around.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Make sure you hit Billy Morris in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then you could be like American Pie and have the cherry pie. Never mind.
Never mind. It's dumb.
Okay, that was a weird tie-in.
Yeah, right. And there's 3 guys sitting here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic.
Yeah, so's my vibrator, but I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand,
Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement.
It's now available at retail locations across the country,
as well as online at ReduxDirect.com.
That's ReduxDirect.com.
Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network,
where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
You can become a member.
By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned fans.
Want your music heard?
Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song.
Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network
on morningshowcentral.com.
If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
Whether it's dinner for 2, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service.
Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com.
Reserve your
ride now.
330-903-0508. 330-903-0508.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
Dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
with plans starting at only $3 a month. You have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services,
You can be confident your station will be all it can be.
custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com
And click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum.
With the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah!
Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests.
And invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life.
There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz.
He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents.
So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05.
Only on MorningShowCentral.com.
Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. Right here.
Right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show.
Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate.
We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening
to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show,
1-888-668-0742. It's been 6 years in the making.
6 years.
Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash.
September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood.
Live on stage will be Morality Check, Kriya Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack.
And they're going to be broadcasting the show live.
Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over, and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noises
6th annual birthday bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood.
Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement.
All the dirt you need to know is at UncensoredNetNoise.com. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
I like to poop naked.com.
Yeah.
I created a website for him.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the restroom here at the studio, butt ass naked, and I took a picture of him and I threw it up on the website.
Mm-hmm.
No shirt, no socks, no underwear, no pants, no underwear, and nothing. He's just completely not even a hat. He doesn't even wear a hat.
If you play the tape of our show backwards,
you'll discover a secret message.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back.
And next week, we can use some of them new buffers.
Yeah, we're going to. I'm still going to use the This one here. I like this one, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Ron's in there. I'm in there myself. I think our intern may be in there soon. I don't know yet. See what she's doing. I was getting text messages from our other intern, Chris, that's at the Foundry right now, passing out flyers. And he's saying that everybody's running away from him when he's trying to give them flyers.
What does he look like, Eric Stoltz in mask or what?
Well, he's at a metal club, and the gentleman's black, so...
oh, Chris is black?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that might be the reason why. I don't know yet, but I'm going to call Chris right now and find out what's going on with him.
Usually when I see a black person in Lakewood, I tend to run the other way, too.
I don't know. Not me, though. Because it's Lakewood.
Hello?
Hey, Chris, you're live on the air, dude.
Hey.
All right, so what's going on over there, dude?
Well, it's a lot of people.
Is there a lot of people there?
Yeah, I almost got half of it done, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are people being rude to you when you're trying to pass out flyers?
Well, it's like I gotta talk fast and be aggressive to get them to, get the flyers.
Well, that kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, I'm honestly, to be honest, I stick out like a sore tongue,
Chris sounds thrilled with his intern responsibilities.
Well, last week I felt sorry for him because there was supposed to be a show at the Foundry that night, and there wasn't a show there, and he was passing out flyers to people that just walked by.
He just walked up and down the aisles at Walgreens.
Basically, yeah, that's how it happened. So is everything good though? I mean, you're not getting to the point where there's going to be like a major blow up, is there?
Oh no, because you told me I have tough skin. I got tough skin, man.
All right, good. I just want to make sure everything's okay with you.
Is Chris a big guy? Or how's he built?
Chris is about, he's probably about he's a little taller than I am, and I'm sure he could take out. I'm sure he could take out probably a bunch of them there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm safe. I'm like a chameleon. I blend in anywhere.
All right, Chris. I just wanted to call you and find out what's going on, dude.
All right.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Nice.
Stay safe, dude. There you go.
There's a good Chris check-in right there.
Right. So, yeah. The birthday bash.
Yeah, the birthday bash. Let's talk about this. What did I sign up for here?
All right. So, when I contacted you on Facebook, well, I contacted a few people. I contacted a couple other comedians, and I asked them if they would do it. I mean,
I was 5th or 6th down the line, which I'm okay with.
No, you weren't 5th or 6th or anything like that. You were actually...
Drew Carey wouldn't do this?
No, Drew Carey wouldn't do this. He was too busy. Did you hear what happened to The Price is Right?
No.
Speaking of that?
No. What?
Okay, you know how they got the female... They have the female, the girls there that show the jewelry and all this other stuff?
Yeah.
Well, now they have male models now.
Oh, okay.
So now they have female and male on The Price is Right.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make this a diverse type of show where more females will tune in and watch it as well.
Okay.
Most of the people in the audience are females.
Well, I know that. I'm talking about the people that show the jewelry and stuff like that. Now they got a guy showing the watch.
Yeah.
Or the guy showing the sailboat or the car or whatever the case may be. I don't want to see that. I know I'm a guy. I'm a typical guy. I want to see the woman show the car. But to me, it's messing up my mornings now where I watch Price is Right, and I got to see a dude up there now.
That'll throw your whole day off.
Right, exactly.
Want it?
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, yeah, they're throwing male models in the mix. But anyways.
That doesn't even want to make me stick around for the Showcase Showdown.
Right, exactly. Because then, the Plinko guy, I guess now, instead of the girl.
The Plinko guy.
Right. So he's going to be down at the bottom picking up the Plinko chips now. So I don't want to see that.
Is he shirtless and lubed up with copper tone baby oil?
I don't know yet.
I'm just trying to get a visual.
No, he was in like a suit and tie and type of thing. So yeah, and these guys are like built and everything too. So I don't know. But anyways, You were.
Let's talk about the birthday bash.
You were.
Yeah, give me the facts.
You were like number 3 on the list.
Okay.
All right.
Can you say the first 2 guys that you contacted?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Comedian Jeff Blanchard.
Oh yeah, Blanchard's great.
Okay, and I contacted Joe Howard, which I got no response from.
That sounds about right.
Right.
I saw Joe. We did a show together this past Saturday, and he was grumpy as ever.
Yeah. Well,
but that's his thing.
Well, yeah. I just seen a Facebook post that he posted up or something about he went to the doctor today and his
his
foot or something, and his daughter painted his nails or something. Like bullshit, dude. His daughter's only maybe about a year old now. His daughter's not painting his toes.
Oh, okay.
I find that kind of suspicious there.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Right. I have to find out all about that though.
My favorite Joe Howard deal was when he had that stripper gig. When he had to do the comedy at the strip club.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good story.
Yeah, it was. Right.
That doesn't mix very well.
Well, hey, you got to take the gigs when you can get them.
Right. And
he ripped on him, too.
So,
really.
So here's the thing. When I contacted Josh, I'm like, okay, we had Josh here before.
Yeah.
On another show that used to air here at MSC, and they no longer are here.
And I did have a fun time that night. I do want to say that.
They didn't last long. Something happened, and it just went haywire. So I'm gonna leave it as that. So, but the problem that I started to see is that I'm asking all these comedians to come do the birthday bash, and then I explain. Then they go, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." But then when I explain it's a metal show, they go, "Well, no, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm sorry."
You know what's funny is I did a gig very similar to this almost right across the street at the 5 o'clock lounge.
Really?
Where it was heavy metal karaoke night.
Okay.
And I did stand up between the sets.
Uh-huh.
And I had to warm them up at first, but after a while, it was good, and they got it. And, you know, I know Savat did it last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I know Anthony spoke highly of it.
Right.
And we'll do it, man. We'll make it work. It'll be fun.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Now,
I'm going to wear leather. Is that good?
That'll work. Whatever you want to wear, dude. Up on stage.
Actually, tonight I'm wearing these jeans right now. They're my Mark Anthony jeans from Kohl's. Not even making that up. And there's a hole forming in the crotch, I should say.
Okay.
So instead of the David Lee Roth assless chaps, I'm going with the crotchless jeans from Kohl's.
Hey, they did a skit.
Kind of put my own spin on it.
Yeah, they did a skit like that. The balls out jeans.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, you never seen that?
A skit where?
The State did it. Remember the State?
Man.
They're the ones that do Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Same guys.
Okay.
Balls out. Google that. It's fucking funny as hell.
I have never seen that before.
You know what I got to do, though, before this gig? I got to research these bands a little bit. I got to get some dirt on them.
Okay. All right.
So I will do that. I'll do my homework.
I gave you a little dirt before the show.
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about them.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit more about some of the bands that because they all came here so far, and you know they were giving me stories and stuff like that. So I'll give you more ammunition.
Is there gonna be a lot of goth chicks there?
There might be.
Possibly for morality check.
Yeah, possibly for morality check. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But I used to be in morality check, so I can give you some real dirt.
Oh, okay.
Some on the road dirt.
Okay.
Right. And then you
like
can use
Motley
that.
Crue the dirt.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Behind the scenes dirt.
Yeah.
Right. So that'll work. How'd you get into the comedy business?
I got in the comedy business. I was doing an internship after college, and
Okay.
I was over at the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission.
Okay.
And my intern supervisor told me that I wasn't a good intern, but that I was somewhat funny.
Okay.
And she said it a couple times, and it was her backhanded compliment that kind of got me started in it.
All
So
right.
a buddy of mine just started emailing each other jokes. Did a couple open mics in Lakewood and whatnot when Bella Dubby was still doing their open mics on Monday nights.
Okay.
And kind of just that's kind of where it started.
Okay.
And that's been, I think that was like 07.
Wow.
So it's been a few years now.
Now, are you still doing a lot of shows today?
Yeah, you know what? It goes in cycles.
Okay.
Like I did, 7 shows in 5 days last week. I was at Hilarities Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun. So when you get a string of shows like that, it's always a good time. But a lot of them are one-off gigs. This past July, I did shows in Bucyrus, Ohio, and New London, Ohio. So
How was that?
They're actually kind of fun because they're small towns.
That's how I got the Boondocks.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? They don't get a lot of comedy that really rolls through their town very often.
And when they do, they love it.
They love it. They just
Right.
sit there with pitchers of beer, they laugh, and they have a good time.
What was one of the worst gigs you ever played? Or done, I should say. Not played. Done.
I talk about this in my stand-up a lot. It's a gig that I took off of Craigslist. And I ended up...
a children's birthday party?
Yeah, and I'm hoping this musical escapade goes a little better. I ended up doing stand-up at a hip-hop music showcase in the Cambridge room at the House of Blues.
How does that work?
It's basically 500 black people who didn't like me.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
and
dude.
At one point in the night, I just stopped doing jokes and just introduced the bands, walked off, and then I just...
Well, the hip-hop acts.
There was like 20 hip-hop acts.
Okay.
And every act had either the name Lil or Z in it, and I actually think there was a rapper named Lil Z.
Jesus.
And the gig went from 6 p.m. till like 1 in the morning.
Wow.
There was like 20 acts. They did 3 songs each, and I swear I would never do it again. But then when it came around again, I did it. And the guy tried to contact me last time. I finally said, no, I'm not going to do it.
Wow, dude, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Now, what was one of your memorable shows that you done?
I would say the night before Thanksgiving this past year was the first time I got to host at Hilarities.
Okay.
So that was cool. You know, night before Thanksgiving, everyone's in a good mood.
Right.
You know, everyone's home. And actually, it was my first time hosting at Hilarities. And then a good buddy of mine, Jason Lawhead, it was his first time headlining at Hilarities.
Right.
So he's the one who kind of got my foot in the door a little bit. So it was like a first for both of us that night.
Okay.
And, you know, we had a bunch of friends and family come out. And the crowd was good, obviously. Like I said, everyone's in a pretty good state of mind. The day before Thanksgiving,
right?
Biggest drinking night of the year, and all that good stuff. So that one definitely sticks out.
What's your favorite place to do comedy here in Cleveland?
I mean, Hilarious is great. I love Brothers Lounge.
Okay,
Brothers Lounge is great.
Did they do a comedy?
They do. About once a month, once every 2 months. Mike Farrell, a local guy here. He's been doing that room for a couple years now.
Okay,
that's a great room. And then the one that Ramon Rivas runs over at Redstone, off of West 76, is a really, really cool room. It's really small, but just a great venue.
I've never been there before.
You got to go there.
Yeah, I have to check it out, though. They got, like, food in it there, too?
They got food, and it only seats, like, probably 60, 70 people, but it's such a tiny, intimate room. It's just a great vibe.
Yeah, when I went to Hilarities, they had food and everything there. You can order right there from your table and eat, watch the show, and it was really cool.
Yeah, Hilarities seats actually 400.
Yeah.
They have a balcony up top, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the weird thing about Hilarities is when you get, 300 people in there, it's a great room. But even when you have 120, 130 people, it doesn't seem like a lot because it's so big.
Right.
But it's still 120, 130 people. But when you're used to it from the night before being so crowded, and then your jokes fall a little flat, it can kind of mess with your psychological makeup a little bit.
Right.
What was one of your best like heckling people? That heckled
moments.
you?
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to where I haven't had a lot of them.
Yeah.
What I run into is a lot. You'll have people who sit up front who just talk in a normal voice.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Where I just don't think they understand the etiquette that comes along with being in a comedy club.
Yeah.
So you just have to kind of put your nose down and just kind of go through the motions of your jokes to kind of get through your stuff a little bit.
Right.
And then you hope, I usually am the first guy up, so you hope by the time you're done, they've settled down so the second guy has a little easier go around.
I'll walk off stage if that mic would reach. Are they wireless most of the time?
Yes and no.
If it's wireless, I'd walk off the stage and just go up to them, just put the mic right in their face and listen to them talk. Let the whole audience hear them talk and everything. I think that'd be funny as hell, just to see what their expression on their face would be.
You know what? That's a slippery slope, though, because you don't want to encourage them to take over
the
show. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you don't want to empower them, but you kind of want to find that delicate balance, I guess.
Yeah, I just sit there.
And that's hopefully what I'm going to find September 7th at the Foundry.
Oh, you're going to love this, man. You're going to love this, dude. You're going to have people saying all kinds of crazy stuff, and we had one. I think it was one.
Can I wear a Rod Stewart T-shirt? Will that go over well there?
You could wear whatever you want, dude.
Yes.
You could wear whatever you want.
Justin Bieber.
Dude, that would be funny. If you walked in with a Justin Bieber shirt and just had it on the whole entire night and have it say, this is my idol or something like that.
Did you get his new album, Believe?
No.
I got it.
Do you really? You listen to that?
Oh, yeah.
What do you have in your iPod? What do you listen to?
I got a lot of workout stuff. So I got Metallica and GNR and AC/DC and stuff to pump me up.
Okay.
But sometimes when I'm at work, I was recently inspired by the Chad Kroeger and Avril Lavigne engagement. Congratulations to the both of them.
Okay.
So I got on an Avril Lavigne kick the other day. I know I'm probably losing a lot of respect right now. But
I have all the CDs.
Oh, do you really?
I do.
Oh, yeah. I like that song, Hot.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
Yeah.
You make me so hot. You make me want to drop. You're so ridiculous. I can barely stop. You know that one?
You know what's actually good is the new Taylor Swift song.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will never, ever, ever, whatever, go back out with you or something like that.
And if I hear it one more time, I'm going to break my daughter's iPod.
Does your daughter listen to that?
Oh, my God. She listens to that thing all the time.
How old's your daughter?
She's 10.
She's 10? Okay.
Yeah, she's into that
Mine's
bubblegum.
13.
Oh, okay.
She's into that bubblegum pop stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like...
Hey, I listen to that crap.
Oh, not me, dude. I don't listen.
We were listening to Nicki Minaj on the way here.
Oh my God, really?
Seriously.
I don't want to strangle her. I can't stand her.
Back to December. That's a great Taylor Swift
Yeah.
song. I always say that
the whole CD's great.
Sometimes I say, like, just when you think, someone can't capture your emotions, Katy Perry goes ahead and does it for us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
No.
No?
No. No. Katy Perry, look, she had one hit that I kind of like. And that was it.
What, I Kissed a Girl?
No.
And I liked it?
No, not that one.
You know what? She covered the Outfield song from the 87 or whatever.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember that at all.
I like my girls a little bit older. I don't want to lose your love tonight.
Oh,
She
yeah.
covered that.
Really? I
Yeah.
never
It's
heard
on
that
her
one
very
before.
first album.
Yeah, I never heard that before. Well,
I don't want to lose your love tonight, that one.
I'm not a big fan of Katy Perry at all, or Taylor Swift, or Nicki Minaj, or Justin Bieber.
You know who I'm a big fan of? Morality Check.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
There you go.
Huh?
There you go.
Plugging the
How
show.
about Kesha?
Kesha, no.
Fuck yeah.
No, Kesha. No, are you serious, dude?
I got all three of her CDs.
Sheree, come here a minute. Come here, Sheree. She's younger than all of us.
How old is Sheree?
Well, 21.
You're 21? Oh, great.
All right. Listen, what out of all those songs that we mentioned, do you like any of those?
I like a little of everybody though.
So, what are you listening to?
I listen to a variety. I listen to a lot of old school though.
Oh, okay. When you talk old school, like what?
Like with 60s, Motown, stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh, when you said old school, I thought you were talking like Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
No, I have that on my MP3
That's a
player,
good one.
No, older than that.
Okay.
All right. So,
No, but like modern stuff. Who do you like modern?
yeah, like, do you like Kesha and all that?
Kesha, I don't like.
Nicki
care for her.
Minaj?
I love Nicki Minaj.
I hate her.
I want to marry her. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Really?
Jesus, I swear to God, she's so beautiful. to me.
Okay.
We were jamming that on the way here.
Really? Oh my God.
You should marry. That's who you should marry.
Well,
Ron from Avon Lake was rocking out to Nicki Minaj on the way here. Just everyone get a visual of that. What kind of car you drive, Ron?
Kia Optima.
Oh, I drive a Toyota Yaris. We should hang out. Maybe we can get someone with a Ford Fiesta.
But here's the thing.
How about a Fiero?
Yeah, that's even worse. But here's the thing. Ron is in like a death metal band right now. He's with Dark Arena. Okay.
It's not death. It's progressive metal.
Well, progressive,
like Dream Theater.
like Dream Theater
Real
type
technical metal.
Right.
High vocals like Iron
So it's a
Maiden.
band that Progressive started?
Yeah.
Like
We got
the
good
insurance company?
Yeah, we
No.
got good insurance.
Oh. Who's on lead vocals? Flo?
Flo, the
Flo?
robot.
She's our manager.
She's the
Oh,
manager.
okay. She'll get you good rates.
Yeah.
But he's into that metal stuff, and he's listening to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, see, but I don't want to listen to metal and get influenced by metal. I get influenced by.
I
here,
understand
right
that
here.
though, but come on. I mean, there's other musicians out there that are a lot better than Nicki Minaj.
I get his theory. Because you don't want to
Yeah.
accidentally steal stuff. You don't accidentally steal stuff. That's why I don't listen to radio because I don't want to accidentally steal stuff.
Right.
I get the method.
Well,
Interesting.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I like Nicki Minaj because she's unique.
She is?
Yeah.
What about
think-
Lady Gaga? You like her?
Yeah.
I like her.
You like Lady Gaga?
She got some good songs. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a band that I'm going to be bringing in here in probably a month or so. They're called Syphilis. They covered a Lady Gaga song.
Oh my God! I got to get them to do it live then. I got to get them to set up to do it live or something like that.
Is Lady Gaga going to be at the Foundry September 7th?
We can try.
Judas.
Oh man, you gotta let me know when they do that because I would love to hear a cover of that.
I would love to do an a cappella version of Born This Way. What's your take on that, Sheree?
You doing it?
Yeah. Just me singing it to you.
In
a room lit with candles.
Right. Would you be cool with that?
I would be calling. I would probably get in the closet and call 911. I think this man is trying to do bad things to me.
What?
You don't even know Josh.
Yeah, I'm harmless. Look
He's
at me.
harmless, man.
I'm a tasty little morsel. Look at me.
Right.
140 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Look at this.
Yeah.
I forgot. Are you single?
I would be nervous.
I don't know what I am.
In between.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might have a relationship. Maybe you and Josh.
Hey.
I can marry you.
You ever date a 29-year-old guy who's 5'4"?
I've dated.
He's a firecracker.
I've dated the oldest.
Get a little closer.
The oldest guy I've dated is 53.
Okay. That's a little older than 29.
Wait, stop. Get the microphone. Hold on. Yeah, hold the mic. Wait, you're 21 years old and you dated a 53-year-old man?
Actually, I was 19 at the time.
You were 19 and you dated a 53-year-old?
That's legal, folks. Read the bylaws.
I understand that, though. What did you see in this 53-year-old
man? It was all
man?
physical.
Really?
You will learn older men have a lot of physical things. You don't have to tell them anything when you're with someone my age.
So you basically wanted someone that was already trained.
Yes, it's easier.
Right.
It makes life so much easier.
Right. So he knows exactly where to go.
Yes. You don't have to. I don't have to give him a map.
Right. Okay. Or GPS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when you dated this guy, how long did this relation last?
We were off and on for like at least 2 years.
Off and on for 2
years. Benefits.
So, no. We were serious at one point. It was basically, I don't know.
But when this started, though, was it friends with benefits?
Was he friends with benefits or a grandfather with Medicaid?
This is a real relationship now.
Wait, are you seeing him now?
No, not anymore. We're done. We're done. We cannot possibly work.
Does he still try to contact you?
No, we're done. We ended it like officially. We were trying to get back together one last time, but I'm like, you know what? It's time to move on.
Wow.
I'm heartless.
Young love.
So that was the oldest person you have ever dated?
Dated.
Well, come on, give me it. What was he? Okay, there was an older person than 53?
We can't call that dating.
Okay, well, friends with benefits then. All right, right?
I don't think, no, not even that. We call those one-night stands.
Okay, all right. What was the one-night stand? How old was he?
I was not doing this stuff at 21. I can tell all of you.
Wow, dude.
No, a lot of this was between my ages of 18 and like 20.
She's a freak, man.
I am.
All right, so
let's see.
It's getting
How
so
old was
weird.
he?
It's getting so
54, I want to say, maybe.
Also, he was a year older. That was about it, right?
But I was like 18.
Oh, that's even worse, man. That's like your dad. You're dating your dad.
Actually, my dad found, if he was alive, God bless his soul, if he knew I was doing this, he'd probably kill me.
No, all right, so did your mom know about this?
Oh, God, no. She doesn't know.
Does your mom listen to internet radio?
No, she doesn't know how to turn on the computer while me helping her.
All right, so have you told her any of the crazy stuff that you've done in the past?
No.
What do you think she'd do to you if you
She probably be like, "Oh, it explains a lot," knowing her, because she has a smart mouth.
Okay. I can't get over that, dude. I can see maybe a couple years difference or something like that, but I don't know, man. 53 and 18 or 54 and 18. That's kind of crazy.
It happened by accident. Like,
how did it happen by accident? He says,
No.
Can I put my penis in you? And
No. I mean, like,
or did it fall in?
My upset. Well, I don't like. I'm trying to get between 10 years older than me now. I realize that I'm not mature enough, and I'm too selfish to be with someone older.
What was the line that the guy put on you to get in your pants at 54 years old? What did he say?
I don't want to know the line. I don't want to know.
It wasn't a lie. He just was nice. He just was a nice guy.
Okay, what did he do that was so nice to get down your pants? What was a nice thing?
He just was nice. I don't know. He just was nice.
Did he buy you dinner? Did he
No, he just was a nice guy, and I liked him.
So he just came up to you and said, "Hi, you're a gorgeous woman,"
it was
or
one of those
what?
things that we were friends, and then we evolved to something more.
Wow.
I think Ron and I have totally tuned out.
This is fascinating, though. I mean, I never knew this about Cherie, and she's been here almost a year.
Why would I just randomly say, "Hey, I like older guys"?
Well, I mean, this is something new I'm learning on your last day here.
Wow.
So
there's a lot of dark.
Maybe I should just put you on the payroll.
No, there's a lot of dark stuff. Like,
put you on the payroll and just have you here full time.
And like, if Euclid Beach had a mouth, it would tell you some stories.
So wait, you had sex at Euclid Beach a lot?
No, I didn't have sex there.
Oh, this is weird.
Okay, so what did you do at Euclid Beach?
Like,
give me one story.
Parking.
Oh, so you parked and you had sex in the car?
No, I didn't have sex.
You gave the guy oral.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Actually, which is fun because the police tried.
Was this guy 54 years old? Was it the 54?
This guy was he was around. Let's see, I was 20. No, I was 19 going on 20. He was about 25.
Okay,
maybe
right. That makes kind of sense.
No,
that's
maybe,
okay.
He might. No, was he? What was his name?
Doesn't matter anymore.
So
I don't remember.
So what was the strangest thing you did to the 54-year-old guy? Did you go park in a parking lot with him?
Sheree, don't feel like you have to answer these questions.
No,
you're a young girl.
Yeah,
you don't have to. It's
that
okay.
question I cannot answer.
I'm gonna stick up for Sheree right here. Is what I'm gonna do.
This question I cannot answer.
All right, thank you, Sheree, for coming in. And you know what? For being your last day here at MSC, I do appreciate all the work you've done with us.
Thank you.
And I hope you come back and tell me more stories about your encounters with 54-year-old men.
Yeah, I have a long history.
I bet, dude.
Starting between the ages of 18 and now, I have a lot of interesting stories.
Maybe I should just give you a sex show or something and let you just do for half an hour.
I think the funniest thing, hardest thing I ever had to encounter was when I almost laughed when a guy showed me his thing down there. I almost laughed. I had to go I had to play it off as a cough. Because I was like, wow, is this thing up? Oh, that's the whole thing.
You know what? I should give you my, because we used to do the show for 3 hours here, every Friday. Maybe I should give you the last hour.
Oh, wow.
Do sex advice with Sheree.
Sex advice with Sheree.
Right, and people can call in and they can ask you sex advice.
Sex in the traffic.
Sex in traffic. There you go. That'll work. Yeah. Because you want to be a traffic person.
I don't think you know what the job I'm going to do for a living.
I don't care what the job
is. You don't care. Because the traffic you're talking is not even remotely
Are you going to be in a helicopter flying overhead?
No. Oh, my God. Traffic I'm doing is putting commercials in the time slots. That's the traffic.
This is Sheree. I'm in the helicopter right now, and I-90 West is blocked by a semi.
I'm too afraid to be in a helicopter. I'm too scared.
So where are you going to do this traffic from?
If I get the job in Indiana.
In Indiana.
Good for you.
Good. I do hope you get the job.
I hope I get the job too.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it. Ron, grab your mic. So
way off topic now.
Yeah, we are. We're totally off topic. Turn the mic around. You got it the wrong way. There you go. Face it forward. All right. So, Josh, when you were, how am I going to segue into this?
I don't know. Let's talk about the birthday bash.
No, I want to find out a little bit more about you. The time that you were doing your comedy, what year did you start your comedy?
2007.
Okay, and you said somebody from when you were interning got you into this?
Yeah, I mean, basically, she kind of said, hey, you're not a good intern, but you're kind of funny. Have you ever considered stand-up?
Okay.
And I said no, and she kind of, like I said, that was her backhanded compliment of her way to kind of push me to do it.
Right.
And she ended up being very supportive down the line about it.
Did she come to see one of your shows?
Yeah, she came to a few.
And what did she say afterward?
She said, hey, she's like, are you glad that you tried this? And I go, yeah, I am. And for the first year and a half, I just messed around. I do an open mic like every couple months.
Okay.
And then once I started doing shows at Brothers Lounge over there and getting hooked up with guys like Mike Farrell and whatnot, I started doing it a little more consistently.
Okay.
And then that's kind of how it's been since.
In the interim, I mean, you do the comedy. Do you also have like a 9 to 5 where you work and everything else, or is this like is this your job 24/7?
No. I work at a nonprofit during the day. I work at the National Kidney Foundation.
Oh, cool.
So I do fundraising and event planning.
Nice.
So I'm one of a 2-person staff.
Nice.
And we do our kidney walk each year, which is a great event, and we do a lot of community programs throughout the year, support groups, things like that.
Does your 9 to 5 job ever say, hey, we're going to do this event, but we need an MC? Did you ever MC any of the shows?
Oh, yeah. I've combined, my boss has come out to a few shows.
Oh, really?
And she knows, like, if I have a show the night before, she'll kind of let me sleep in a little bit, the next day. And it's been a good marriage so far.
Yeah,
which is good.
That's cool. I mean, the whole entire time I was.
the comedy stuff is just icing on the cake.
Right.
I have a day job to keep the lights on.
Right. So when you got into the comedy, did you think this was going to go far, or did you just think, this is going to be like a weekend type thing or whatever? I'll be a weekend warrior at it or whatever.
Yeah, my thing was just to always trying to get a little better at it.
Okay.
Trying to get more consistent with it. I mean, it was a goal of mine for a long time to do a show at Hilarious, and I've gotten to work there consistently since November, so that's been nice.
Okay.
And then last year in 2011, it was my goal to do 100 shows.
Okay.
And I ended up doing, I think, right around 120.
That's good.
Yeah, and this year it'll probably be around like 100, 110. So I try to stay consistent with it as much as I can, but still try to have that life balance, of enjoying my life too.
Who's one of your favorite comedians to work with?
I got to work with a guy in June called I should say. His name's Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay.
Italian guy, very funny, very quick-witted, great facial expressions. And then actually this past week at Hilarities, I got to work with another Italian comic. His name's Rocky Laporte.
Okay.
And he was great too. The name
sounds familiar.
Yeah, he kind of looks like who is it? Not James Belushi.
Okay.
Yeah, James Belushi. The guy's in like his mid 40s. So those guys I would say are probably like two of the bigger ones. And I love the local guys.
Okay.
Love Dalton, Farrell, Polk, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Joe Howard's got some good zingers.
Right, he does.
Obviously, and I've worked with Blanchard a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And Savat and all those guys.
Anthony and Blanchard, they're awesome. I like those guys. Those guys are great too. And Joe, I mean, he used to be like I could never get rid of him on a Friday night. He used to come here every Friday and do the show, and now it's ever since he has the kid now.
He's domestic, man.
He's all domestic now, and he's getting his kid to paint his nails and everything. So yeah, I don't know. So is that what happens to comedians when they get domestic and they,
I don't know. That's tough to say. Joe, right. Let's see. Joe's married. Dalton's married. Bill Squire's married. Chad's not married. Polk's not married. I'm not married. So it's one of those things where some of us are settling down in a way, but some of us are still kind of riding that out a little bit.
What's one of your favorite comedy venues?
Let's see. Man, I would say, Brothers Lounge is a good one. Hilarities is a great room. Like I said, Redstone over there, the one that Ramon does, is great.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of some other ones. Those are probably the three that really pop out to me.
Pop out to you?
Yeah. The Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls is a great club too.
I've never been there.
It's cool place. It's more of a rural type of comedy club, but it's good.
What about like on a larger scale? Where would your ultimate place to do stand-up comedy be?
I haven't even thought that far ahead, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Who would you like to work with? Like, who would you want to collab with?
You know what? I haven't really thought about that. What I would love to do someday is do like a USO show.
That'd be cool.
Overseas.
That would be cool.
That's something that I've worked with a couple guys who've been fortunate enough to do that. And I don't know if it'll ever get there, but I think that would just be something really, really neat, a great life experience. That and Las Vegas are two places that I'd really like to do.
Well, I see a lot of comedians, they transition into actor.
Sure.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing?
You know what? If the right opportunity came along, I know,
like Mike Polk, he does that, comedy thing for HBO. He's, acting.
Yeah,
in
Man
that.
in the Box.
Yeah.
And Ryan Dalton just got on, was it Sullivan and Son, that TBS show with a couple, small cameos.
Or what about like a David Chappelle type thing?
Sketch,
you do little skits.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Actually, I kind of would like to do more like writing stuff for other comedians.
That's big money in writing.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So, we'll see what happens.
Because there was a comedian that he did for Ellen, her show. There's a comedian that comes on and entertains the audience before her show comes on.
Oh, really?
And he actually writes the dialogue for her.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And I heard him on one of the radio stations in the morning. And because that show gets syndicated, every time it gets syndicated, he gets a check for every single one of those. So he said he's getting like $10,000 a show.
Yeah, he gets a royalty check every time.
For just a little 20-minute.
It's not a bad gig.
20 little warm-up gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, like I said, some big money in just writing.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. The whole comedy thing, do you think there's, you want to continue doing this for a long period of time, or is it just something that you like doing?
I think as long as I'm still having fun with it, I think, like I said, I definitely want to keep a day job. I don't know. I look at it from a very realistic approach.
What do you do day job wise?
I work at a nonprofit. Okay. So I do fundraising.
You said that already.
Planning.
You zoned out.
I was looking at the news. Right.
You zoned out.
I was zoned out.
I'm going to say it again in 20 minutes.
Learning about the 50-year-old and the 19-year-old here.
I think everyone zoned out during that.
I was fascinated. I'm sorry, guys. I had to go that way. I had to find out about it. So yeah. Shows. What do you get? Anything coming up?
What do I got? You know what? I mean, I had the shows last week at Hilarities. September 25th, we're going to be at Willoughby Brewing Company. We do a monthly show out there, which is a pretty cool gig. I know I'm going to be at Market Garden Brewery over on West 25th. I forgot the date of that. I think it's like September 13th or something. And, they kind of just pop up here and there, so we'll see.
Right. And the whole entire time, I'm reading in the chat room, too. You might want to read that, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's show him in the chat room. Show him that one part. See that, Josh? Right there?
Yeah, I see that. I know who that person is. That's my friend Rachel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And the whole comedy gig that you're that you're going to be doing for us, the birthday bash here in September, it's a little bit different than what you probably normally have done in the past. I mean, usually, people come, they sit down, they're quiet, or you might get a little bit of a heckler, or you might get somebody in the front that's talking a little louder than normal. Here, you got to get everybody's attention.
Absolutely.
And that's the challenge.
Yeah.
Getting everybody's attention.
If I get the itch to jump in the mosh pit, I will.
That would be...
And I'll do comedy from the mosh pit.
That'd be
a great first CD, Josh Womack Live at the mosh pit.
Nice.
That would be funny.
Wouldn't that be good?
We should get a picture of everybody moshing, and that'd be the cover for it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, I have to say real quick, I love the promo video that you guys did.
Okay.
Because it reminds you of like a haunted house ad.
Right.
And then the picture that you use of me is me behind bars.
It was all planned.
I literally look terrified to be there.
That's why we did it.
Which is so great. It's so
Right,
great. I
right.
watched it 20 times.
Now, go ahead.
As I say, so as a little boy, when you said, I want to be this when I grow up, what did you want to be?
Oh, man. I don't even... actually, when I was in, 8th grade, I wanted to be a urologist.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? 8th grade?
Yeah. I did a report on it, and I interviewed my urologist to get a kind of a overview
feel?
of it.
Yeah.
And then I realized my brain capacity probably wasn't going to do that, so I went to community college, and I'm going to Bowling Green, graduating.
Nice party school.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't drink, but I had fun. I had a good time.
Right. Speaking of drinking, did you guys hear about the whole tailgating thing and what's going on over at the Muni Lot right now?
Well, I work over on West 9th, and the pit is right there where people tailgate at.
Right.
And I saw the signs go up that says, no open beverages, yada, yada. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. What people don't understand is that the old signs that were up there, they said the same exact thing. All they did was change those old signs into these new signs. It's always been the same. There's never been any drinking allowed in the Muni Lot ever. Because the old sign said it the same thing. It said no drinking, no alcohol, no nothing, and people are getting all up in arms over it.
Well, see, the problem is they're charging $10 a beer.
Right, at the Brown Stadium.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be that expensive.
Right.
Seriously.
Right. So people go to the Muni Lot, they get all liquored up, and then they go in there, and that's something they want to combat. I think that's what the new owner is trying to do. And he doesn't want to have all these liquored up people inside the stadium and it go nuts there. But you know what? Out of all the times that the Brown Stadium's been there, it's been the same way. Everybody partied in the Muni Lot, then they went to go to the game. Even when the old stadium was there, they used to do the same thing. It used to be in the parking lot of the old municipal stadium.
Right.
It wasn't wasn't anywhere else. So nothing's changed really. So, and you really don't see anything bad coming from it. So I don't know what the whole big deal is with people. I mean, the media is trying to blow it up bigger than what it really is. And it's nothing. Nothing's changed. Everything's still the same.
The only thing that's changed is you have different beverages that are out there today.
Right.
Sort of like the Four Locos.
Yeah.
Which you drink a can of that and you're pretty much fucked up.
You're done.
Okay.
Right.
So these kids are drinking that because it's cheaper.
Right.
And they're drinking the Mike's Hard Lemonade, which gets you fucked up quicker.
And those iced teas, those twisted iced teas.
Yeah. So that's the difference between now and 10 years ago, where it was just beer and Mad Dog or whatever was cool back 10 years ago.
Yeah, wine coolers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seagram's.
Yeah.
Seagram's, isn't that ginger ale?
Or Zima.
Yeah,
that
Zima.
was the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
like
what
I get drunk off of Seagram's ginger ale.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what
I'm
does
just
it for
saying.
me.
So they have
that carbonation,
harder stuff now.
Right. Oh, we got an update.
Like,
all right.
I don't think Patron was popular 10 years ago, or I don't even think Patron existed 10 years ago.
Not sure.
All right.
I think we got a text.
I just got an update from Chris, the intern over at the Founder
Chris,
right now.
the black intern.
Right. He just said, okay, I'm done. They're all passed out.
Great.
And everyone has one.
Perfect. Everyone in Lakewood has a flyer.
Pretty much, I guess.
The whole city of Lakewood will be there.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
That would be sweet.
Right. And after he leaves, they'll all be on the ground, and I'll get a ticket for littering.
Well, that'll be fun too.
Right.
I'm actually probably going to drive by there when I go home. So I'll get a visual for you.
Right. They're all white flyers too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, I got more with Josh, and we got a couple of news stories that we're gonna do. And wrap up the show here. We got about 30 minutes before we get the hell up out of here.
Mhm.
And Ron, you got to go pretty soon too, right?
I got to go in about 10 minutes.
All right, cool. We'll be right back. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
If this is your idea of a morning pick-me-up, you're our kind of listener. Uncensored Net Noise.
You want a date? I'm gonna puke on you. Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Uncensored Net Noise is fueled by Cocaine Energy Supplement. Hey, if you had to work on a Friday night, you'd need it too. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. The Project X Show.
Project X Show.
Driven by porn. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningShowCentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen Pete 99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, Pete 99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to Pete99.com. Pete99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. Pete99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters? These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why? They're high on sports. Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in
on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Richard Christie, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Ron Eric. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningShowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. Stay on this channel.
You're gonna like it.
MorningShowCentral.com. MorningShowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order!
Shut your fat mouth!
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Hey, this is Tim King from Soil, and you listen to Uncensored Net Noise.
Due to affirmative action, we have a black guy on the show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash. September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Crea Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. And they're going to be broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th annual birthday bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Oh, they got their radio up.
Hey,
Turn the radio down.
A question for the bass player from Crea Diaz.
Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, I was wondering how the bass player liked the drag races he just watched in Norwalk.
It would have been all right if they raced longer than 10 fucking minutes. And got rained out.
Oh, they got rained out?
Yep. So it was
Wow,
about
that's a
the
shame.
artillery rain. It came on down fire hell, son of a bitch. That goddamn fire night of nasty some shit.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing mother. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742.
Give us a call.
Yeah. If you're not there, get there. MorningShowCentral.com. Jump in the chat. Ron's in there for a few more minutes.
Yeah, I want to thank Shannon, too. She had some lovely comments.
Yes, that's my wife, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, she was watching your stand-up comedy at home.
Oh, those clips are horrible.
Yeah, I pulled up some of them. She's like, well, who's the comedian this year? And I go, it's Josh Womack. And I pulled up some clips and I showed, what was on YouTube.
Okay.
And she goes, he's funny.
Oh, that's very sweet.
And I said, okay. I said, this is not like his best stuff. I mean, because I seen Josh before.
Have you seen me?
Yes, I have.
Where at?
You were at where did I see Hilarities at one point?
Okay.
No, it wasn't Hilarities. God, where was it?
It's probably a horrible bar. Think about it.
It was, I can't remember. It was somewhere in Lakewood. I can't remember exactly where it was.
Was it, hold on, I can name all the places I've done in Lakewood. Brothers Lounge.
No.
5 O'Clock Lounge.
No.
Put in Bay.
Maybe.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Around the Corner.
Around the Corner.
Around the Corner.
Around the Corner.
Okay.
That's where it was.
That was actually a fun show.
Yeah. I actually saw you there, and I walked in, and I checked out the show at one point. It's only stayed for like 5-10 minutes because I had to go back to the studio to do my show.
Okay.
And when you were killing it up there.
Oh, thank you. That was a fun show.
Yeah. So I was like, and then when you came in on that other show that was here at MSC, you killed it then.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I was like, dude, I got to get Josh in this year. I mean,
we'll have fun with
that. So this has got to work though.
We'll have a blast.
What people don't realize too is that we don't do this for the hell of it. All right, this internet radio, MSC radio network, we do it to showcase local comedians, local music here in Cleveland. We support the local music scene here in Cleveland. And the show that we do every year, it actually helps us stay here.
Absolutely.
And it keeps us on the air. So Josh took it upon himself, and I really do appreciate him doing this. He's doing this show pro bono for us. I mean, he could have sent me an invoice and said, here you go. You know what I'm saying? But Josh is doing this pro bono for us, and I do appreciate, that he's doing it. Even all the bands on the bill, Creedius and Morality Check and Demons Within, they're all doing it pro bono. The only one I have to pay is the club.
Yeah.
Sure. So that's it, though, which, that's why we want everybody to come to the sixth annual birthday bash, because we want to pack this place over at the Foundry. We want to have the fire marshal come and say, no more people. You can't have any more people in there. The capacity is 250 people. You got 298 people in there.
That'd be fun.
And that would be great. So tell your friends, tell everybody that you could possibly can to get down to the Foundry this year, help support MSC Radio Network, and come check out some of these local bands and Josh, our local comedian here, because
I live 4 blocks down.
Right, and the thing is that you might like what you hear from Josh, or you might like what you hear from some of the bands, and you never know. I mean, and stick around for the whole show. Don't just come for one band and take off, because a lot of people do that, and that kind of pisses me off. You pay $5 to get in. Why don't you just stay for the whole show?
Yeah, I plan on making a lot of Facebook friends that night, and I do mean
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, If you,
I already know what shirt I'm gonna wear.
Are you really?
I'm excited. I'm like a girl.
What shirt are you gonna wear, Josh?
I'm gonna wear. It's an extra small Cleveland Brown shirt that I got. My buddy runs a T-shirt shop. It's called GV Artwork.
Okay.
And they set up a shop over in Tremont, and it's actually.
I wish I would have known sooner.
Why is that?
Because here's the thing. This is another little dilemma that I'm having right now.
Oh, he's going off on something. Here we go.
I had some shirts that were supposed to be made by a local company here in Cleveland. I'm trying to help local businesses as well. And he was supposed to donate some shirts that, for the birthday bash, and he was going to put his logo on there, and then we would pass all these shirts out, and all these people that we pass the shirts out would be walking billboards, basically, for not only MSC but for his printing company. Well, I haven't heard back from him, and we got 2 weeks left before the birthday bash, and I need to get shirts.
I gotcha.
That's the problem we're having right now.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
And I don't need a lot. I need maybe about 20 or 30 of them. That's it, though, just to pass out.
Yeah, this guy.
Right.
This guy has it's all that like Cleveland-based shirts. Those you've seen those kind of around town. And the T-shirt actually has Webster Slaughter and Reggie Langhorne from the Browns.
Oh, right. Nice.
And they're doing that like high five in the end zone that they were famous for. And it's just a great T-shirt with that on it.
Right.
The funny part is I got an extra small, so it's like super tight on me. Like it literally wraps around my body.
Right.
I think it's gonna go over well with the Foundry crowd, though. I think they're really gonna gravitate towards it.
I like the comment that Bastard Bunny posted up in the
I love this.
room.
I just saw this.
Right. He just posted, he goes, local internet radio show, it's probably be a headline on the news. Local internet radio show throws party, thousands dead.
You know what? I think they wrote an invoice. What is he, a Republican? Yes, I am a Republican. I live in Lakewood.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bunny doesn't like Republicans.
You bastard, Bunny. I'm not even saying that of vengeance. That's just the name.
I am, too.
Yeah, well, I'm neither. So,
and my friend Rachel just write, the tighter the shirt, the better the Josh.
The better the Josh. Rachel, I don't want to see. Well, it'd be kind of funny for camera, but no, I don't want to see Josh in a tight shirt.
Okay, there's one. I found one.
Right. All right, we got some news over here.
Make it a onesie.
Yeah.
I could rock a onesie.
Could you?
I probably could.
That would be awesome. Like Baby Huey.
Yeah.
That would be
awesome.
great. That would be. You up in a onesie?
A leather onesie, because it's going to be all like,
oh my
metal.
God. Yeah, it would be kind of cool.
Like Rob Halford?
I wonder if we can get one.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I wonder if we can get one made or get one before
Not
the show.
that quick.
I don't know. Leatherworks. I probably can get a hold of what's his name from Leatherworks, and maybe he can put something together. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I got this story here. Guy, he's this happened in Detroit, Michigan. Courtroom in Detroit, 36th District Court, closed its offices because there was a bug I guess a bug in
infestation.
Yeah, or something going on with the guy or something like that. Well, anyways, the guy came in. He had to go to court for something, whatever it was. And he sat down, and the bailiff noticed that there was like bugs crawling all over his body. And the judge closed the courtroom down. She said she sent everybody home, all of her workers, the bailiff, everybody sent everybody home. The daughter of the guy said to the judge, he's got a bed bug problem at home. Well, that's not the only thing that was crawling on him. They couldn't tell if it was roaches or fleas.
But that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense, though, because you could tell a roach and a flea.
Unless these are big ass fleas or small ass roaches.
Right, exactly. So
it sounds like one of the bands that could be out there September 7th. Big ass fleas and was it small roaches?
Small ass roaches.
Small ass roaches.
Right.
Small ass roaches invade the foundry.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, a bath would help this guy out. I mean, a couple raid bombs in his house would probably take care of the problem that he has.
Maybe.
I mean, this guy comes into the courtroom, sits
Crabs?
down. Well, yeah. Well,
They said he's got crabs.
Yeah.
In the
chat room.
Chat room.
Rachzilla. Crabs.
Yeah, he might have that too. Who knows? But he's got all these bugs crawling all over him, and the judge had to close down the courtroom because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's still closed.
And it's still closed right now until they get everything cleaned up and make sure the bugs are gone. I wonder if they took the guy out back and hosed him off with a fire truck or something.
I don't know.
Because this guy's need something or
Well, if
whatever.
they don't do anything, it could turn into super crabs.
It could. It could. It could.
I'm bringing Rachel with me next time.
She could just.
I am, seriously.
Get her in here, and she could just. I'll set the jokes up, and she could just knock them down for me.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Right.
What else we got?
All right.
What else?
I have another story here too. Okay? Any of you have dogs?
No, my dad does though. My mom.
What kind of dogs does he have?
He's got a Jack Russell and a Border Collie. My mom has a something else.
All right. You know anybody with pit bulls?
No.
Yeah, I know one person with a pit bull.
Okay. How would you like this pit? How would you like the pit bull that you know, the guy or the girl that you know that has a pit bull, and you come out to your car and the whole front bumper and the side fender is gone?
I forgot to feed the pit bull. Was that it?
Well, no. The pit bull decided to rip off the bumper of this car and rip off the front fender.
We're not actually talking about the wrapper, are we? We're actually talking about
We're talking about a pit bull dog, an animal.
Got it.
Whoop.
Well, evidently I guess his pit bull saw a cat.
No, that's Pitbull song. That's what I was singing.
Is it really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
It's called "We Run the Night."
I don't listen to that. I don't listen to that.
That's on his Nicki Minaj mix CD.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever make tapes when you were younger?
Yeah.
Mix tapes.
Oh yeah.
And the radio, you sit there for hours on listening to the
wait
radio.
for that one song to come on
and record it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they had a commercial for like Spitzer Dodge or something like that. And
Ganley Auto.
Right, and then you go to the next song, and then it would, you have to wait for the next song to come in. It would take you about a month to get all your favorite songs on one cassette.
Yeah, I always had a bunch of those commercials. American and proud of it.
Right.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I have a ton of those.
Right. I went through my cassette tapes, and I found one of my mixtapes from like when I was 10 or 11 or whatever the case may be, and I went back and listened to it, and it was horrible.
Well, see what I did though.
Pretty bad.
I would just tape the entire show.
Right.
And then I would go back and then get a double cassette and just tape the songs that I liked. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean,
then you make your compilation that way.
I would just certain songs, like if they have like the DJ would play like 80s music or something like that night or whatever, or he would play rock or something or hair metal or something like that. I would only record certain songs from that show, and then the next show would come on or something like that, and I would record certain songs from that. Oh. That's how I make my compilation. Did you ever make a taping for your girlfriend? Anybody here?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. And what was some of the songs that you put on the tape?
Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Really?
Like Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Right. And you're thinking, well, I'll make this.
Poison, like Nothing But a Good Time.
Yeah.
That's a feel good song.
And you
Unskinny Bop.
Right. And you would think, right. And you would think, hey, well, wait a minute.
I've given every ex-girlfriend Poison's greatest hits.
Really?
No, I'm just making fun of Ron.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. And you would think that
You've gone wild.
You were going to get something from your girlfriend because of it.
No, not really.
Oh, that was me.
I always went in with pretty low expectations.
I would say, well, I'm gonna make her this sweet ass tape, and I know I'm gonna get some ass at the end of the, after I make this thing. I give it to her, and she goes, "Nah, thanks."
I think Paradise City was on there. Rocket Queen.
Right.
Anything Goes.
Yeah, it's another good one.
She's out to get me.
My Michelle.
My Michelle's another good one
it's
too.
About a crack war.
Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. I bet you get some ass, but I'd give her this tape. Oh, that's great, honey. Thanks. That's awesome.
What's up, dude?
Okay, I didn't call in about Chris's mixtape. I didn't call in about my latest scheme to conquer the state of Ohio, which is in progress, by the way, coming soon. I called in because last night, and Chris, you know me. I travel this great country of ours all the time. I'm a consultant.
Right.
I was sitting in a bar. In Detroit last night. Okay, this happened last night, okay? There was a couple guys sitting next to me, and I'm just sitting there drinking some beer or whatever else, and they start talking about Uncensored Net Noise.
No, really?
Out of the blue, Uncensored Net Noise. And there was like a younger dude and an older dude, all right? And they work at the same company, and they were talking about when the older dude was talking. This older dude was in his 50s, and I actually talked to this guy after the fact. I didn't mention who I was or anything.
All right.
Because, the younger guy goes, the best part of that show is, because what's that? When that psychotic asshole bastard Bunny calls in on Fridays.
Really?
I'm saying, whoa. I'm like going, shit.
Are you
So
serious?
what do I-
Are you?
I'm
Wait,
like thinking,
stop.
what am I-
Bunny. Wait, Bunny, stop.
I'm not bullshitting.
Bunny,
I'm not
stop.
bullshitting you. I'm dead serious.
Look. Okay, you called in with some crazy stories in the past, and I'm kind of finding it kind of hard to believe that you actually walked into a bar and someone was actually talking about our show, and they said the best part of the show is when you call in.
Well, yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I was freaking out. I'm like, dude. And the thing is, I didn't fess up. I'm thinking, if I fess up, they're gonna think I'm full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I sit there and if I say I'm Bastard Money, I know these guys, they're gonna think I'm full of crap.
Right.
So I didn't say that. So I'm like going, you know, I mentioned I listen to the show too. I think they're great. You know.
Okay.
You know, and that kind of crap. And we kind of bullshitted back and forth about it. You know, I started listening to him just the beginning. You know, Rover sucks. You know, we started all that. You know,
Right.
yeah, Rover's a piece of shit. You know, whatever.
Right.
You know, like, but you're thinking. I asked where they were going. They're going to Kentucky. I'm like, well, they're going to Louisville. I'm like, so you got guys listening to you in Louisville and Michigan, because one guy was going to Michigan, one guy was going to northern Michigan, the other guy was going to Louisville.
Nice.
So
That's
I'm
good to
like,
know.
holy crap, you got some penetration, you know, in other states. And I'm like, you know, besides Germany, which we're still trying to figure that one out.
Right.
You know, those old German guys that called you last year.
Right. There's
going,
traffic everywhere.
I better call and tell Chris this.
Yeah, we got traffic everywhere. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out the Sweden people. I mean, they're actually downloading the show as well, and they're actually checking it out, and I'm trying to figure out where that traffic's coming from. If it's just, you know, a bot just hitting it or whatever. But no, they're commenting on it too, which is kind of crazy as well. So, I mean, that's cool though. I mean, if we got people in Louisville and Michigan listening to this show, I mean, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you guys continue to keep listening.
Come to the Foundry September 7th.
Yeah.
Make the drive.
Yeah, make the drive. Come back to Cleveland.
I even asked the one young guy if he's going to his birthday bash. Said he was going to try to. He was going to try to be in Cleveland that week.
Okay,
that'd be cool.
I would be cool. I'm sitting there going, I'm like going, fuck. I mean, at first I'm like, did I hear that right? I'm like, they talking about, you know, because the guy said Bastard Bunny. I'm like going, shit, it did. No, I'm hearing this right. I'm drunk. I started listening, so I started like paying attention, and they were really talking about you, about Uncensored Net Noise and Bastard Bunny. I'm like, holy shit, these guys are fucking really talking about it. I mean, it's like the first time I've ever been anywhere someone's ever talked about the show.
I thought
Seriously, outside of, you know, I was freaking out, like, well, holy shit.
I thought I was just broadcasting to 3 people, and that was my wife and Ron's, you know, people, and you. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know, so hey, if I'm penetrating Michigan and Louisville, hey, that works for me. I mean, I appreciate all the support that we're getting for the show.
Awesome.
I mean, I would figure I'd call in. I got to call in. I got to call and tell Chris that shit. I mean, I was amazed. I'm like, whoa. So I talked to these guys for a little bit. Like I said, I didn't fess up who I was. I was afraid if I said who I was actually Bastard Bunny, they would like, oh, you're full of shit, you know, and just like walk off or whatever. So I'm like going, okay, you know, we just kind of bullshitted for a while about the show and how Rover sucks and things like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good though. I mean, it's good that we're getting out there to the masses, and it just proves to, you know, to everybody out there that, you know, we put on a pretty good show, and people enjoy what we do, and they like what they see and hear and everything, and that, you know, that makes me feel good, because it doesn't I feel that, like, in 6 years, you know, I always keep thinking this. I'm like, am I doing this for shits and giggles, or, you know, this, that, and the other, or am I really doing this and people really enjoy what we're doing? And by you telling me this, I mean, dude, this makes me feel good. You know, I don't know what else to say about it.
It's awesome. Good stuff.
I mean, I think it was great. I mean, it's like, I talked to him for a while about it, you know, about a good 30, 40 minutes before we had to get on the planes and leave, you know. So I got back here about 11:30 last night.
Right.
Now, you know, I travel a lot and stuff like that, you know that.
Right.
But I was just like, I was like freaking out, like, oh, dude, like, what do I say? I mean, I listened to him for a little bit, like for a few minutes, so I jump in, we even talk to him. You know, do I even fess up? If I say who I am, they're gonna think I'm full of crap. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, so it kind of runs to your head, like, holy shit, I can talk to someone, I can listen to the show. I'm like, I've never actually talked to anybody else about this before. I mean, I talk to like people. I've always recommended, hey, listen to this show. You know, I'll send emails to my buddies. You know, listen to this. You know,
right.
I've never actually talked to anybody who's heard it before I've ever said anything about it.
That's cool.
That was weird. I mean, that was just totally awesome.
You know what, Bunny, I appreciate you calling in, man, and letting me know about this, and I do appreciate you letting me know. So thanks for calling, dude.
Anytime.
All right, dude. Thanks.
Anytime, man.
All right, later.
Better.
There you go. There's Bastard Bunny. He calls in. He calls in once a week. Gives me his scoop on. Usually it's the politics stuff that he usually talks about. But I know Josh has to go here. He's got to get up out of here.
Yep, but I had fun.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
I really do. And I'm gonna wrap the show up, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Ron had to go too. He had to get to work. And I'm gonna wrap it up a little early tonight. And next week, Joe Dirt will be back. And it's gonna be the old crew back, me and Joe Dirt. And next week on the show, we're going to be doing nothing but like a music type show of all the bands that are going to be performing at the Uncensored Net Noise Birthday Bash. It's going to be a little bit more music next week. I've never done that before. I usually, just did the stories and that was it. But next week, it's going to be a little bit more music intense, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And this is some of the music that you guys are going to hear at the Uncensored Net Noise Birthday Bash, September 7th at the Foundry. Again, thank you, Josh, for coming in.
No, I'm looking forward to September 7th, the Foundry. Be there.
Yeah.
And come up and say hi, please.
Exactly.
I mean that.
Exactly. Just go up and say hi to Josh and everybody else there, and come support MSC Radio Network and the local music scene. We're going to get the hell up out of here. I do appreciate you, everybody that tuned in tonight. And I'm sorry we're cutting in kind of early tonight, but I got to talk to Josh about the show and everything and make sure that everything's on track here for the birthday bash, because we have 2 more weeks left. And I really do appreciate it that everybody tuned in. Check out our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. Go to our main website, morningshowcentral.com, and download all the archives that we have in the past. You can check them out on YouTube, or go to Stitcher and type, if you have the cell phone app, and you can get the free app called Stitcher, and that you can download the previous show that we've done in the past, or you can go to iTunes and download it from there as well. We're going to get the hell up out of here, guys. Peace. We're out of here, man.
Okay, wait. I love you. Okay, bye. I'm not even going to say anything. It's so embarrassing. What the fuck is going on?
The crew at Uncensored Net Noise would like to thank the sponsors that make our weekly show possible. Cocaine Energy Supplement, Lifestyle Limousine, Intense Frequency Production, Guitar Center, North Olmsted, Ohio, Joe the Printer Guy, Broken Fan Media, and Pete99.com. Web hosting done right. Did you miss any of the show?
What the hell happened to you guys?
Actually, we were hoping you could tell us.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows. Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
We're supposed to be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way here.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Ah, conspiracy theories and masturbation. I suspected there was a connection.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Must be great to be able to make a living doing something you love.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.